Oh, I hope this works. Woo. um, so yeah, there's currently 0 viewers. Typical. Just typical. Oh God, what's happening behind me? Oh no, I don't want to watch myself. Ah. Are people watching? I don't even know. I don't even know. Let me check my Twitter. Is this working? I want to know. I hope it is. Yeah. Oh, I have 4 viewers. This is working. Somebody message me somehow. Oh God. Yeah. I opened the Q&A feature so you can ask me a question there, or however you want. This is wonderful. Oh, hi, Alice. Okay, I'm being viewed. How delightful. Okay, cool. You can see me. You can see me. Oh, Ariel. Oh, this is working. 59 viewers. Oh, this is going well. This is lovely. Why aren't you wearing something that isn't a yellow jumper? I'm so sorry. The heating's on in my house, so if I wear the yellow jumper, I will melt to death. So yeah. Okay, this seems to be working. Let me just tweet out the link. Oh my good God. Okay, I'm getting lots of tweets now saying it's working. 86 viewers. Hi. How are you? Are y'all good? That's brilliant. I must do an announcement before this video starts. I'm literally too lazy to do this live show as Baz Pierce, because it takes effort to be that fucking cynical at all times. So this is one of the very rare instances when you see me as what I'm like in real life on the internet. So yeah, hi. I'm a lot happier in real life, I must say that. But 100 viewers. This is good. This is fantastic. So yeah, this is my second live show, and I still have no idea how this fucking works. Okay. Tweet link. Look at me going. Watch me here now. Okay? Question mark. Tweet. I'm a master of the English language, clearly. So yeah. Oh, what a delightful message. I look like a cucumber. I'm very happy at that because I love cucumbers. I don't know, people don't like cucumbers. No, can't deal with people who don't like cucumber. Can't deal with them. Okay, so the first, as I tweeted earlier, and I put in the description of this live show is going to be what I want my live shows to be structured like. It's going to be like an open forum discussion in many ways. So this is going to be a 90-minute live show, and it's going to be split into the first 30 minutes are going to be a discussion on should we as readers force diversity upon ourselves in our readings? Like, should we pick up a book and like think about the author and the author's ethnicity and the author's gender and all that stuff before actually picking up a book, or should we just, you know, read the plot synopsis and think, okay, that's good, and then just take the author out of the equation? The second half an hour is probably going to be the most interesting hour because today happened. Is should we expect critical reviews from booktubers? And I'm vibrating. So that'll be an interesting topic of discussion because of what happened earlier on. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, guys. So yeah, and then the last half an hour is just going to be a general Q&A in which you can ask me questions and I will answer them because that it's a live show and I can do such things. So, oh, how fun. So yeah, let's kind of start. How many are we watching? 126 people are watching. So hello, how are you all? Are you well? I hope you are. Okay, diversity. If you saw my last live show, you will notice that I was horrified at my shelf, being full of basically white men, which I still haven't got over. It's such a bad thing. So for 2015, I definitely want to like start reading more diversely in what I read. I definitely want to start reading more authors that aren't just middle-aged British or American white men, because that's generally what I read right now. I mean, like, you know, I love Dickens, I love Vonnegut, I love you know, Steinbeck, you know, they're all old white men. So I definitely like, even I don't even read that many women, which is appalling. It's just appalling. And I hate myself for it. But usually when I pick up a book in a bookshop or in the book depository or something like that, I just read the plot synopsis and I think, oh, that sounds interesting, I'll read that. And I completely forget about the author. And that's obviously something that I need to stop doing, because it's just ethically a bit unjust, I think. So I don't know how you guys read. You, of course, you can contact me. You can contact me in the Q&A section of this live show. You can tweet me at Barry Pierce. You can contact me through my inbox on my Tumblr if you want to. You can anonymously message me there, and on Tumblr you can leave longer messages as well if you wish to do so. So yeah, do you guys force diversity upon yourself, or is that just a completely terrible term to use? Should we force diversity in our reading? Because I personally think that we should. I don't think that we should just go through life reading the opinions of middle-aged white guys who are, you know, anglicized. So yeah. Yeah, contact me with your opinions, guys, because that's the point of an open forum, really. So let me see. Let me open my Twitter. Because I have a lot of friends on in the booktube community who do read very diversely. I know Steve reads books, a very diverse reader. I kind of look up to him as my kind of diverse god, because like he's just amazing. DD from Frenchy D is a very good for reading diversity as well. Grace from Grace Eichmeyer. I'm so sorry if I ruined your name. She hasn't made videos in a while, but she's by far one of my favorite booktubers, and she has a massive interest in Slavic literature, which is really interesting. I'm trying to think who else. Just I don't know. No, I don't also think that. But yeah, it's an interesting discussion. 149 of you watching now, so let's see. People are just telling me that the live stream is working. Thanks, guys. But yeah, like one sec, I can't. I sat in front of my bookshelves for a reason. Oh God, the set's falling apart. No, I'm just joking. Because I recently read, where is it here? This is the autobiography of Malcolm X. I got some very funny looks when I was reading this in my university library lobby. It's not a book that you see everyone reading, but I thought this was really a really good autobiography and a really good like overview of Malcolm X's life. Even though it wasn't actually written by Malcolm X, it was ghostwritten by Alex Haley, who you may recognize as the man who wrote Roots, which was made into that massively popular television series. Oh my God, I'm vibrating. But yeah, this was brilliant. This is very like outside my reading comfort zone. Basically, reading a book by a person who isn't white. I know I'm terrible. I'm actually terrible. But yeah, and I'm going to put that back because I'm obviously making an effort to read more. I recently read this as well. This is Sula by Toni Morrison. Disturbing as all hell, but really fantastic. I really love this. And this is, of course, by Toni Morrison, who is a black woman. And I in my TBR for the month, I'm going to be reading Beloved as well. So yeah, I see, guys, I'm getting better at reading, and I'm getting better at vibrating. Jesus. Okay, let me open it here. There seems to be a discussion going on. Oh wait, let me, while that loads, I'll over here. From Ariel because why not? I think that ideally, I don't care about the author is a good, a fair opinion. But we don't live in a publishing climate where that works. Because more men are published, more white people are published, we need to be don't give me big words like this, Ariel. Cognizant about the author, which is true. I agree. Like, is it that we are kind of not reading diversely because the diversity just isn't there? Well, like in the publishing, like spheres, like obviously more white guys get published than bisexual, like South African women, for instance. Which is, I don't know, which is it a fault of the publishing industry, or it probably is. I mean, the publishing industry is an interesting place to study anyway, but yeah. Yeah. This is fun. Let me go over to my Twitter. This is from @Willem Pidge. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I read a lot of Afro-American literature, but because it interests me a whole lot. But that is not really by force. The usual suspects like James Baldwin and Maya Angelou, etc., which is interesting. Of course, I don't think that we should like. I use the term, but I don't like using the term to force diversity. But obviously, if you have an interest in like Afro-American literature, then obviously you're going to read a lot more books by Black people. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, guys. Oh, from my love, Jason, @JV Purcell. Hi, my baby. Hi there. I consciously select books that reflect diversity, especially if I feel I might be made uncomfortable by them. And then there's another part of the tweet. One sec, let me scroll, guys. I'm not very interested in relating to a text, but I do want to be challenged by and responsible for my reading choices. Very interesting perspective. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably one of the worst people to talk about reading diversely. I feel like you guys probably know a lot more about it than I do. So yeah. From @Sue Passarino. I'm sorry if I am terrible at reading names. I think we should force ourselves to read diversely because the publishing industry is very biased in terms of representation. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like especially if I go to university in Cork, which is my nearest city, and there's a Waterstones nearby. And I go into the Waterstones and I'm presented with a table. And it's a table of white guys, you know, it's something that just happens. And I think it is a fault of the publishing industry. Like the Irish publishing industry, to be perfectly honest, it isn't the best. Like of all of the publishing industries. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think it is a fault of the publishing industry, but I think it's also a fault of ourselves that we don't actively strive to read more diversely. I think anyway. Okay, from oh my love, I'm gonna use your okay @Jasmine Zara, but your name is Cosette. I'm sorry, I haven't read Les Miserables. I'm terrible. You know who you are, and I like your videos. Anyway, your review of Starter for 10 was amazing. Back to the point. There are limits to how many stories one demographic can tell. A Black woman is able to write a book a white man never could. Yes, yes, yes. So much yes. That emoji, guys. That emoji with the little halos. So yeah, I think that's a really great point as well. Okay, let's go over to the discussion box all the way over here. Um, okay, there's one near the top from Jason again. Hi again, my dear. In relation to Ariel's question, I think we should all benefit by trying to read books published outside of the 3 or 4 major publishers that monopolize the book production industry. These publishers owned by 1 or 2 mega corporations. That is true. Like, if you only read books by like Penguin and Vintage, I mean, I'm obviously guilty of this crap, but Penguin or Vintage or I can't think of another publishing house because I'm terrible. Everything's Penguin or Vintage, for fuck's sake. Oh shit. Abacus? No, they're completely outside. I hate myself, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, like if you like read like Virago are a good publishing house because I believe Virago only publish female authors. If I'm wrong in that fact, tell me. But yeah, like them and like the New York Review of Books, they publish books, I'm pretty sure, that are usually like really obscure. Like they're usually quite Eastern European is where they publish a lot of their books, and lots of Indian literature as well, which is that emoji. I'm sorry, communication emojis. I'm that sad. But yeah, yeah, we need to read more diversely. I think that's a thing that we can all agree on. And I don't think anyone actively wants to actually just sit down and read only white people. If you do, that's fine. But yeah, I just think that okay. There's been a lot of questions coming up here, and I'm like, oh god, so many. I'm gonna try and read all these, and I don't know how. Okay, guys, give me a second to read these, right? Okay, here's one. This is an interesting perspective. I think the most important thing when deciding to buy a book is that you should like the content, not whether the author is white, black, male, or female. Of course, you shouldn't choose books based on the color or gender of the author. That's what I did. That's what I do usually. Because obviously I read classics. I really enjoy classics. I love books from the 19th century. And the problem with that is it's white guys. It's Dickens, it's Wilkie Collins, it's Edgar Allan Poe, Bram Stoker, and the such. But there's also some really great women as well. But yeah, I think it's quite a divisive kind of discussion. Like some people are going to be like, yes, definitely we should read more Maya Angelou and we should only read Maya Angelou. And then there's other people who are going to be like, hey, I love James Frey. I don't think anyone should love James Frey, to be perfectly honest. I saw James Frey book in the library the other day, and I was like, no thanks. I'm a horrible person. So yeah. Oh, here's a question that actually involves. Okay, we tend to start picking books that are similar, which leads to one perspective. I think that one should make an effort to diversify this perspective from which we get books. You know, what do you think of Things Fall Apart, and have you started it? So yeah, I think we should definitely make an effort to diversify the perspective. To quote you, I think it is important. I don't know, like I am not a spokesperson for like the young adult book genre. Well, not a genre, it's more of a conglomerate of genres. But from what I see in like YA and publishing wise, it also has the same problem. I'm not sure about how diverse young adult authors are, but it does seem to be kind of dominated by John Green, Rainbow Rowell, Cassandra Clare. I'm trying to think of other young adult authors, and I'm failing terribly. That's how much I know about the genre. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know about that. Conglomerate is the word I'm going to use, even though it's probably completely wrong. But yeah, and also I haven't started Things Fall Apart yet. I will be starting it sometime later in the week, and I'm reading it because I'm going studying it in university after Christmas, and I believe we're going studying it in conjunction with Heart of Darkness because that's what every university course does ever. But I really like Heart of Darkness. except for the really racist bits, obviously. So let me read. Okay, let's go to the top, see which ones are actually voted up. Like, no, okay. Oh, here we go. Once again by my lovely friend Cosette, even though okay. I want to see YA books with main characters that aren't white, and the book isn't about their race. Of course, no probs with books addressing race, but I see no reason why characters of popular YA, fantasy, dystopian, etc. shouldn't be people of color. I agree. Like, one of my main reservations about John Green is, like, if you saw my tweet the other day, his books are about sad white people, it's a humorous take on his novels, but it's completely true. Unless John Green's next book is about a transgender Indian woman, then I don't think I'll be reading any more of his stuff anytime soon. But yeah. I don't. I can't take the opinion of YA books because, as you know, I know nothing about YA. I know nothing. I know less than nothing about YA. So yeah, but I've seen that lots of people do have problems with the whitewashing of YA. So yeah, I've been talking about a person named Cat's a Cat, and I don't know who that is. So you can discuss that among yourselves. I don't know. Let me check my Twitter again. Or actually, no. Let me check if any of you have tumbled me. That's not a verb. I've 7 messages. Please don't all be hate. Oh no, they're just old messages. Yeah. No one's contacted me through Tumblr. Thank goodness, because my Tumblr inbox just seems to be used for abuse. I'm so insulted. Not really. Okay. From @Jordan Knowles, who is a very good Twitter friend of mine, I think a particular imbalance is in works in translation. So many unread authors around the world. Yes. Where's the book I read? Where is it? This is The Dinner by Herman Koch. He is a Dutch writer, and he's written a lot of books in Dutch, but I think this and his new book are the only ones that have been translated into English, which really annoys me because if you've read The Dinner and if you saw my review, I really liked this novel. I thought it was really fantastic. But I think that there are, to go along with the tweets, there are a lot of authors who are like completely unknown in the world because they just don't write in English, which is kind of a disaster, really. I mean, like, what's his name? Haruki Murakami writes all his books in Japanese. I'm so bad. That's probably really racist. I don't know. I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, his works are like bestsellers in Japan, and then like a year later, they finally come out in English. So he's an author that has kind of transcended the language barrier in many ways. And he's obviously very famous because he's Haruki fucking Murakami. So yeah. I like this discussion, guys. I like this discussion. Here's is this okay? Let me read it first. I have a problem where I read something out loud before I read it, properly, and I'm probably just going to read out some racist hate speech in a minute by accident. So let's see. Let's have a see. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. From @Freiheit97_ Freiheit. That's freedom, isn't it? I did German, guys. I know my shit. Publishing industries sell what people want. Shitty things written by white male, usually YA. We need to change our preferences. Yes, in many ways, publishers publish what the readers want, and if we want John Green, then we're going to get more John Green. If we don't want more James Baldwin, well, no, let me get an author that isn't dead. Toni Morrison, then we're not going to get more Toni Morrison if you don't want any more Toni Morrison. It's how the publishing industry works, and it's a terrible place. I think anyway, but I don't know. I don't work in the publishing industry, so I don't really have a view. Okay then. Oh, this is a really interesting point of view, actually, from at Fariba Kanga. If I butchered your name, I apologize profusely. I'd like to read books by people of color as I am one myself, but what I've read are graphic, and I avoid such books no matter the author. Do you know any books by people of color, who are not so sexually explicit or linguistically explicit? That's a really interesting view. I don't know, like that's a really interesting. I obviously am not educated in the ways of, the canon of like literature by people who aren't white. But like from what I've read in Toni Morrison, from what I've read in Malcolm X, yeah, they're that's kind of it's odd that they're kind of explicit in many ways. This could be just a vast generalization. But yeah, I personally don't know of any novels that are like tame. I don't know. I don't know if James Baldwin is very explicit. Well, I don't know. Giovanni's Room. I don't know. From what I've heard and what I've read in reviews, I'm not sure. If any of you have recommendations for books by people of color, that aren't explicit sexually or linguistically, then comment them, and we'll see. Okay, let's go over here. Oh goodness. From Ariel, just because it's at the top. To be fair, can we be asking white men to write about colored women? I suppose not. Although, then how do we explain The Help by Catherine Stockett, who is very much a white lady, she's a white lady writing about the Black experience. I liked this novel. I haven't heard a lot about this novel ever since the hype around it died down, but it's interesting. It's interesting. It's an interesting discussion that I've seen on BookTube, well, in smaller parts of BookTube, of white authors writing about Black characters and from Black point of views. It's very interesting. Oh, also, I recently read this White Teeth by Zadie Smith, a fantastic Black woman. This is a really great novel, and Zadie Smith is coming to my university in March. Be jealous, bitches. I'm gonna meet Zadie Smith. I can't wait. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, actually, oh fuck my arm. Martin Chuzzlewit by Charles Dickens. It's kind of an obscure Dickens, but in this novel, the main character, Martin Chuzzlewit, goes to America, and this was written in the 1840s. And Dickens has a very interesting view on slavery and Black people. Dickens is wholeheartedly against slavery. He thinks the Republic is disgusting, and he writes about it very beautifully in this novel. But yeah, that's an early example of a middle-aged white man writing about the Black experience, but from the time in which it was probably the worst time to be a Black person ever, which is during slavery. Oh God, my shelves are too high. There we go. Okay, how's it going over here? I'll bring that question down. Go down. There we go. Here we go. This one has 7+. Okay. You also bring up a good point about reading geographically. Western culture is what we're exposed to. We're missing loads of good books from around the world. More important than gender or sexuality is actual location. England and America aren't the world. I agree. I really do agree. I'm obviously I'm terrible when it comes to this shit, guys. I'm so bad at reading diversely, and I'm aware of that fact. I really want to read more Oh, it's too fucking high up. Dostoevsky. Because I read Crime and Punishment. Crime and Punishment, guys, fucking amazing. Um, but I really want to read more Russian literature, definitely, because it just seems amazing. And I was trawling through the internet last night, and I found this list of 10 Eastern European countries and one book from each country. So you have like the Ukraine and Estonia and Poland and like books, and I think that's a really good list that I'd love to work my way through. Um, Also with like works from like I haven't read like any like South American literature. I haven't read any like Jorge Luis Borges or Pessoa or Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I haven't read any of those people. Aeneas Nin. I haven't read any of them, which is obviously my own fault, because I'm clearly a terrible person. But yeah, I think there should be some sort of like an initiative or something like that, or like maybe like a month on BookTube or a week on BookTube in which we actively read outside the canon, in which we actually say no. For 1 month, we're only going to read books from India or Argentina, or we're going to only read books from people who aren't white. We're only going to read books by females. We're only going to read books by uh, some other diverse category. I think that is something that really needs to happen. I think that would be really interesting because I take part in that. Okay, what else? Oh, okay. Are we going over time? Oh, it's okay if we're going over time. Well, this is my live show. I control the time. Don't give me this much power, people. Don't give me this much power. Okay, there seems to be an interesting discussion. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh my god. Okay. If we are discussing diversity, will you consider not using ableist terms such as idiot when you describe people? It hurts me as a person who has autism to hear you say things like that. I was not aware that idiot was an ableist term. From what I know, idiot is just, oh, that person is an idiot. He's just a bit of a dope. I apologize profusely to you, Mark Hamill, the guy in Star Wars? No? Um, I'm so sorry. That I completely retract any statement in which I use the word. It's just a word that I use, in everyday life. I've never thought of it as like an ableist term. That's just horrible. I'm sickened at myself. I'm so sorry. I hope you accept my apology. That is, whew, whew. Um, okay, okay. I'm sorry for this silence. I'm trying to read the Q&A. There's 195 of you here. Hi. Hope you're having a good time. Okay. Oh God, there's a lot of discussion here. Oh good God, I just accidentally skipped lots of it. Can you guys read this? I think you can. I hope you can read through it as well, because there's very interesting discussions going on here. Oh, from Mark again, the person that I so terribly insulted. I'm so sorry. We should read books written by people with disabilities. Yes. I don't know if any of you read the fantastic book that is The Diving Bell and the Butterfly by, what's his name? Jean-Dominique Bobby, I believe that. That's his name. There's a fantastic book written by a guy who was in a car accident, I believe it was, and he could only write by blinking his eye. It isn't a very big book, but I highly suggest you read it. One of Ireland's most famous books is My Left Foot by Christy something. I've forgotten his name. I'm so bad, but it's I can't remember what condition he had, but he wrote the book with his left foot. It was made into a very famous film. It's Daniel Day-Lewis is in it, playing Christy. I'm so bad for not remembering his name. But yeah, I haven't heard of that many books by authors with disabilities. Like, I can't think of anything like coming to me in my mind. But if you have some suggestions, then you should definitely leave them in the Q&A section, because that'd be really interesting. So yeah, definitely. That's a thing that I never even considered within my readings. I'm so sorry if this is past 200 viewers. That's fantastic. I hope you're all having a good time. This is probably going to go on for longer than I expected, because this conversation was kind of vast. I think I'm going to cap this conversation at around 10 to. So in about, oh, that's too many maths. When the clock hits the 10, I'll stop the conversation. So yeah. Oh, here we go. This is one that I. But historically, there have been a lot more white male authors. So statistically, there should be more quality books written by them than other demography. I can never get that word right, guys. That's one word that I can never say right. Everyone has that one word. Demographies, no, other demographics. There we go. I'm so sorry. I can't read out loud. It's a real problem. As far as I know, there isn't a black Dante, female Shakespeare. ... Contemporary lit is different though. I suppose so. But like, just because there were more like white male authors writing, you know, in the, let's just say, the second millennium, doesn't mean that they weren't writing at all. Of course, like, the 19th century is really when women got their voice, you know, could be heard. It wasn't just lots of men going, no, 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 no. It was women going, hey, we're people, guys. I know, such a surprising concept. But there's like books like, well, of course, we have like Jane Austen. Like, I don't enjoy Jane Austen, but I can see her importance in the fucking world. Bronte sisters, even going back, like, I'm trying to think. Oh, what's her name? Fanny Burney. My favorite name in all of literature, Miss Fanny Burney. But she was a great writer in the 18th century, I believe. But yeah, as for like, yeah, it's kind of hard to view works from the past with modern eyes, which I think is a problem, really. Like, you know, lots of people don't like Robinson Crusoe. I don't like Robinson Crusoe because it's a shit book, but it also is very racist and very just it's very white, guys. It's a bit too white for my liking. Okay, oh my god, there's a lot of questions here. Oh. Okay, let's see how. Okay, this is Mark again. I'm so sorry. I still can't get over the idiot in oh no, wait, no. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to answer this one because Brandon's really good on Twitter and I like him. This is in reply to Ariel. I think we can ask white men to write about women of color. I think it's absolutely necessary to ask them to understand the experiences of people other than themselves. If not, then is it any wonder why they don't view people of color as actual people? That is very interesting. I think it's important that all authors actually understand what they're writing and what they're writing about. Like, to be like, it all depends on where you're from as well. Like, for me personally, I live in a little Irish village, right? The population is about less than 2,000. There is like only recent within the last 5-6 years have people actually moved into the village who aren't just white Irish people. Now the village is becoming a lot more multicultural, but that only happened very recently. And some people like don't really realize that. Like people see America and they see America as this wide multicultural like metropolis in which there's equality everywhere. But that hasn't happened in every country yet. Not all countries are as equal as America is in these demographics. I said it right there. Ireland, for example, like when I just left high school, well, secondary school. It's a 6-year thing. There was not a single black person in my school, and there was about 500-600 people in my school. It's just the way that the countries are. It's just an interesting way to see how, like, because we're like a little island just off Europe. You know, no one came to Ireland in the 19th century looking for prosperity. I mean, everyone left Ireland in the 19th century because the Paleos were shit. But yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I like this discussion. This is good. This is from Angela, the lovely Angela, who works at YouTube Nation. Did you read that interview with me? It was a lovely interview. I must say so myself. You are a lovely lady. I love you. I believe it starts in the classroom. We should be encouraging students to read diverse authors and books with diverse characters. It's important to read perspectives that are different than our own, whether they be Black, Latino, or Asian. I completely agree. I don't know if this is a problem anywhere else, but I have a massive problem with the Irish schooling system, because it does not encourage individual reading at all. Like I read for fun in my secondary school experience. Those 6 years, I read 2 books as a class, and that was in first year. We read The Boy in Striped Pajamas, which I don't really like, and then in fourth year we read How Many Miles to Babylon, which I really don't like. So it wasn't a good experience. I don't know how other countries work, so I'm not speaking for America, I'm not speaking for Britain, I'm not speaking for like France or Russia or Argentina or Antarctica. Well, not Antarctica, but you know, I don't know how their individual education systems work, but I really hope that they're striving for, you know, not just reading Little Women, but you know, reading other works. See, look how ignorant I am, guys. I hate my ignorance. I hate myself. But yeah, definitely start in the classroom, because that's the most important thing. Definitely. There's so much going on. Oh my god, my Twitter. Okay, let me try over here. Oh goodness gracious. Oh yeah, thank you, Ellie. Oh my god, it's Christy Brown is the man who wrote My Left Foot, and he had cerebral palsy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, here's an interesting question from, okay, we only have 5 minutes left in this discussion, so I'm going to try and wrap it up. From Bros Hood Nearwin. I'm so bad. If a protagonist has a disability, but the author doesn't have that disability, thoughts? That's very interesting. Let me try and think. Have I read any novel like that? Where is it? Here we go. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. The main character is it autism or Asperger's? I should have researched. I think it's Asperger's. I think. But Mark Haddon himself doesn't have Asperger's, but he researched the novel. It's a very good novel if you haven't read it. But yeah, is it like morally just to write from that perspective if you don't actually have the I'm trying to think of the word. Like, if you don't have Asperger's, should you write about a person with Asperger's? I'm not. I don't think I'd be fully all right with that, actually, to be perfectly honest. I can't think of any others that are popping to mind. But yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see how this is going. Oh goodness. Here's a lovely tweet from once again Freiheit97 _ United States of America is the most racist, sexist, and homophobic shit you can face. Well, that's an opinion. It's autism. Oh, it's autism in the Cure Syndrome Dog and Item. Thank you, Elephant Boy 13. And your profile picture is glorious. It's from Rear Window, which is a great Hitchcock film. Okay. Oh God, there's so much going on. Oh, there's a lot more. Oh my God, it just loaded more. Oh, the pressures. Okay, yeah. Oh, here's an interesting one. Okay, this is going to be my last one on the topic. Where's it gone? Oh, I just lost it. Oh, shit cakes. Oh, it was a really good question, and I've lost it. I have lost it. I have lost it. Oh, poo. Anyway, it was basically, the question was, most LGBTQ novels are written from this perspective of a gay white men. Yes, I agree with that. Like, one of my favorite novels is Where Are You? A Single Man by Christopher Isherwood. Christopher Isherwood was a gay man, and this is a novel about. It's a fabulous novel. This is an absolute masterpiece. About it's about gay white people. But it's written beautifully. Like, it's like Nabokovian. It's so beautiful. But yeah, like, I think now that I think of it, the majority of books about LGBTQ plus characters seem to be white people. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna put that on my leg so you don't hear the vibrating. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, well, of course, like an example. No, actually, that's a terrible example. Isn't Giovanni's Room about white people? Why, I need to read James Baldwin, guys. I realize that fact now. But yeah, it's yeah. I think, okay. I'm gonna kind of wrap up the discussion about the diversity now. Even though it's a really interesting discussion, you can continue talking about it amongst yourselves if you want to. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Okay, yeah, okay. Moving on to the next portion. Oh, which was, should we as booktubers, as booktubers and people who watch booktube videos, expect critical reviews from, you know, the people we watch? Obviously, if you were present, okay, I sent out a tweet. I'm going to read the tweet because, like, I'm not going to hide behind anything. Let me. Oh God, it's going to be very hard to find this now because I've been tweeting a lot. I'm not going to find the tweet. Am I? Anyway, it was basically, I said that if you don't read books critically and you throw around 5-star reviews willy-nilly, is the term I used, then your opinions are worthless. It's me, guys. I tweeted that, and whole booktube did not like that one bit at all. So I'm going to try and kind of like explain my reasoning behind my opinions on that, because I did explain. If I don't know if any of you saw like my tweets today, I did actually explain my full like thoughts on the fact. Anyway, from my point of view, every book I read, every book I review, I try to take a critical view of the book, and I try to analyze what I've just read. And therefore, when I'm constructing my review, either on Goodreads or on YouTube, I like to do critical reviews, because in the long run, with my life, that's what I want to do. Like, I'd love to be a professional critic of like books or films or anything like that. It's my dream job. I'd love that. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, I was just reading something. Yeah, where was I? I've lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but yeah, I sent out that tweet because it's me. Like, it's well known that I am like an opinionated character, like a subvert within BookTube. And I like pushing the boundaries in like things that I like to say. I like to kind of like think like, you know, sometimes in my videos I put Hitler in my videos because that makes people feel uncomfortable. Like in my most recent reviews video, I had that bit at the start where I had Hitler, but it was, you know, celebrate good times. So you're like listening to his music and it's like a positive image because it's a good song, but then you're seeing Hitler and that feels uncomfortable because that's what I want. That's my humor. It's quite an odd sense of humor, but oh, what can you do? But yeah, in my rebuttal of what I said today, I had a series of tweets. If you just booktube for fun, if you write reviews for fun, if like you just like what am I trying to say? If you just like you read a book, oh, that was a nice book, write a little review, close next book, and you make videos on that, that's fine. You don't have to be a critical reviewer. You're not aiming for anything massive with your reviews. You're not like hoping that they'll be published in like the New York Times. But for me and for a group of booktubers, critical reviewing is something that we like doing. And I think reviewing books critically is very important. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so like the majority of booktube, they don't take booktube seriously. I mean, I don't think one should take booktube seriously. It's a community of people who talk about books. It's not a very serious place. Where was I going with my train of thought? I'm so sorry, I'm terrible. But yeah, if you just review books for fun and you're like, oh, hey, I read so and so, it was good, woo, then you don't need to be critical, guys, because you're not like it's only a hobby. It's only an interest that you have. Whereas for me, reading and reviewing books is like my life. That is what I do. So therefore I do take it quite seriously, and I like to review critically. So yeah, but honestly, because like if you don't know, quite a lot of booktubers do get paid for review their sponsored videos and stuff like that, and quite a lot of booktubers, especially the larger booktubers, people who have like over like let's say 20,000 subscribers, a lot of them do get sent books from publishers. They get paid to review books, and like if I was paid to review a book. If I paid someone, if I wrote a book and I'm in Penguin or something like that, and I send this book out to a booktuber and I pay this booktuber to, you know, I pay this booktuber to review the book, then I'd be expecting a critical review. Like, I sent out the example today, like, if a newspaper book reviewer just gave the same reviews and the same ratings for every book that they read, then they'd be fired. And so why should we expect anything differently? So yeah, that's what happened to the BookTube. This is one of the reasons why I really hate BookTube, because there's this like some sort of odd kind of, there's the big booktubers, there's the not big booktubers. There is a clear dichotomy. There is nothing in between. It's like the cafeteria at school time, even though that's not really a thing over here, but in America, you know, like in Mean Girls, where they're walking in and they're like, that's the nerd table, and that's the cool table, that's the jock table. That's what Booktube is. It's full of cliques, it's full of groups, and people who don't see that are blind. Because it's definitely there. It's definitely there. So yeah, that's what I was saying with my tweets of non-critical reviews are worthless if you actually take your review seriously. So yeah, thoughts, guys. Do you want to see more? Do you guys want to see more critical reviews? Like if someone says this book was 1 star, do you want them to say why the book was one? Do you want them to actually critically analyze the book for you, or do you want them to just be like, didn't like it, 1 star. Oh, I loved it, 5 star. Do you like that? Because I know a lot of people do like that. I personally don't like that. I think that's a bit lazy. But yeah. Example. I very oh god. I very 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 rarely give books 5 stars because I see the 5 star rating as like if I give a book 5 stars, it literally has to be either something that has literally changed my reading perspective or something that has literally no faults whatsoever. So far this year, I've given 2 books 5 stars. Out of that, I've read about 55 books. I've only given 2 of them 5 stars. One was Moby Dick, by Herman Melville, and the other was I'll have a review up for this at the end of the month. Was Gravity's Rainbow by Thomas Pynchon, which is a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece, guys. But yeah, but I think one of the main problems in BookTube is that everyone has the star rating means something different to everyone. Like what is 5 stars to me is completely different to what is 5 stars to Ariel Bissett, or what is 5 stars to Jesse the Reader, or what is 5 stars to Ron Lit. We all have different perspectives on what the stars mean. Like, there are booktubers who give out loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of 5 star reviews. So much to the point in which it can be a bit saturated. But I personally don't think that is reading critically. But maybe they're not there to make critical reviews. So yeah. Thoughts, guys. There's 217 of you watching, so you must have some thoughts. So yeah, I think everyone here is just kind of like all about the diversity chat is still going on. Oh, Alice, my love. if they write a critical review, the author might stalk them and put dog poo in their mailbox. Hashtag hail no, guys. Kathleen Hale can go fuck a duck. I can't deal with her. My Twitter seems to be vibrating like a mad thing right now. So yeah, well, like people like, of course, I do like to take a humorous aspect in my reviews a lot because, like, if any of you actually read book reviews from like the Times or the Guardian or the New Yorker or something like that, they're always kind of humorous. Like, example, my review of Anna and the French Kiss, both the written review and the actual video review. That review should not be taken seriously, guys. That's obviously just me being, me. I wouldn't want that published in a newspaper. That's just terrible. But that was just me having like a bit of fun. Yeah, because Anna and the French Kiss, like, it's a trashy novel. It's a crappy novel. So I wrote a review, and a lot of people like that review. That review is quite high up on the Goodreads page now. I think it's like the second or third highest rated review So people must like it. I don't know. I don't know. Um, okay. I'm sorry. Is there discussion up here? The discussion here still seems to be going on about diversity, which is good. But yeah. From at Fryheight97 _ if you want to do critical reviews, you need to know about literature. The majority of BookTube doesn't know about it. I didn't say that. Those are not my words. Those are not my words, guys. Don't quote me on that one. I don't know. BookTube is an interesting community. I do think I hate it when people are like, BookTube is such a positive community. We're full of such positive people. Bullshit, guys. I swear to God. God is like, the wool is so far over your eyes you can make a fucking jumper. So yeah. Okay. From at Jordan Knowles, you have to take your reviews seriously if you are being paid to review them. Simple as. Otherwise, they shouldn't review at all. Which is actually a stance that I do take. Oh yes, also, oh, this is a point that really annoys me. Critical does not mean negative. A lot of people hear critical and they think, oh, criticizing. No, those words have nothing in common. A critical review points out the pros and the cons of this novel, of a novel. Like, let me pick a novel. Like, Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. A critical review would be like, the plot is interesting and very original, but Palahniuk can't write, and all his plots are the same. So like, it was positive, but it was negative. It, like, you know, it was an ambivalent review. Well, not that we should strive for ambivalence, but you guys know what I'm saying. I feel like I don't have to like constantly reiterate the points. Okay. Okay, from at 28 bookmarks. I prefer reviews where the person mentions what they liked and didn't like about a book. A critical review isn't a negative one. That's that. Yes, I do. I also like that. I don't like it when people are like, let me just get me any book. I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of moving around today. Dracula by Bram Stoker. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's 5 stars. It's 5 stars. It's amazing. The characters are amazing. The plot is amazing. Oh my God, I love the writing. It was so good. 5 stars. I hate it when people do that. That's not a review. That's just, oh. But Dracula is very good. If you haven't read Dracula, highly suggest it. Dracula is actually one of the very rare thing. I did a whole video review of Dracula. You can watch that if you want to. Ting. Okay, from at it's Alice22. Easy question, of course. I want the reviewer to explain why he gave this or that rating. Like, this gives me a perspective. Yes, yeah. Like, if you gave a book 5 stars, why? Tell us why. Don't just hold up a book and say 5 stars and then throw it away. Like, that's not entertainment. That's just living. Like, you know. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's not more. Okay, let me actually check here because I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. From Brandon Taylor, hello again. I came to BookTube because I wanted to discuss books with like-minded people. What I found was a lack of critical reading, understanding / discussion. So yeah, I think it's an essential part of the community, to me anyway. That's a problem that a lot of people have. A lot of people have that exact same problem with the saturation of young adult on YouTube, BookTube as well. And lots of people are like, oh, read what you want to read. But like, yeah, you can read what you want to read. But as an outsider looking into BookTube, it's not a pretty place. I'd love if there were more people like like Jason. I'd love if there were more people like Ron. Who I love if there were more people like Conrad from Just a Dust Jacket. He is fab. If you don't watch him, Just a Dust Jacket is one of the greatest booktubers ever, and he doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. Grace Eckmeyer. These are all booktubers who critically analyze and who read diverse books, and they're fabulous, fabulous people. So yeah, it seems that a lot of people do actually have this problem of homogeny, just sameness between reviews, which is sorry, I'm clearly consumptive. Okay. On one hand, just because people only review good books doesn't mean they have to read, doesn't mean that doesn't mean they haven't read one-star books. They're just choosing not to give the bad books the publicity, which is essentially what the book was sent to them for. That was a hard sentence to say. Publicity is a commodity. Yeah, like it's just a personal thing. I won't watch a person's channel if they say that they don't review bad books. Because I have watched channels in which the people have actually said, I don't give bad reviews. I mean, that's just a big nope for me. I will not watch that. Because I think bad reviews are equally as important as good reviews. And in my videos, I like giving bad reviews. Like, I like giving reviews of books. Like, I always have my own personal opinion, and I say things as they are. Like, lots of people really loved The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, which I really disliked. I thought it was sensationalized bollocks, is what I called it. But yeah, like, it's important to have oh, I can't think of the word, guys. I can't think of the word. It's important to have just diverse reviews, not as in, you know, what we were discussing earlier, but as in 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star reviews, and they all need to come together. They all need to be as equally as important as each one. You can't just make videos for the books that are, oh yes, this is 5-star, and I'm going to make a review for that one. Like, it's lying to your viewers, isn't it? It's just, I think, just morally a bit warped. This is a good point, Ariel. You mentioned this to me on Voxer. In a conversation with one of my professors, he noted that I'm a more influential and popular book critic than, like, actual scholars. How can I take that lightly? I have a responsibility here. 60,000 people are listening. I can't lie to them. Like I'm not in Ariel's position, but Ariel does have 60,000 subscribers. So, like, I'm presuming that if Ariel gives, I don't know if this happens, Ariel, but like, if you give a book 5 stars, then I'm presuming your viewers would be like, Ariel gave this book 5 stars. I'm going to go and buy that and read that. You obviously have an influence in what they. I don't know if I have. Well, I've received messages from people who are being like, oh, I saw your review of Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights. Like, I bought Frankenstein because you said you liked it and stuff like that, and that's amazing. I love when people send me messages like that, because it shows that my channel actually has a purpose. But yeah, like, booktubers are a lot more influential than they actually think they are. Like, if you have 100,000 subscribers, that is not something you should be taken lightly. If you have 100,000 subscribers and you just you don't put thought into your reviews, then you're probably giving out information that you personally think is incorrect and that you don't actually believe. Like, where does, like, your personal opinion lie? It's interesting, guys. It's interesting. I like this conversation that we're having on here. Oh, here's an interesting question from @Heatesk. Your name is Heather. That's a bit easier to say. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. Do you think that getting rid of stars would force people to read more critically? It might require constant critical thinking. Yes. I think that the star system I think that the star system, like, there's one of my favorite film reviewers. His name is Mark Kermode. He's one of the most famous film reviewers in Britain, but he refuses to use the star rating system. Like, whenever he writes for a paper or anything, he only has one request, and that's that he doesn't rate the film out of stars because it's ridiculous, and he says that it's lazy reviewing is what he says it is. So if we did get rid of the star rating system, I mean, a lot of people would be angry. But yeah, if we did actually get rid of it, then I think people would actually read more critically, because they'd actually have to think, because they wouldn't be able to think, oh, that's 5-star. They'd actually have to think why the novel was good. Yeah. Ariel, you're fucking DMing me right now, and it's beautiful, but like, it's hard. I'm reading too many sources, guys. Oh, here's a good one. From Anna Bibliophile, Anna the Bibliophile. People are no longer writing reviews. They're just saying things to please others, which is not what BookTube is about. Yes, I agree. I think I have so much more respect for book bloggers than book vloggers, because bloggers, people who actually physically write their reviews, I think that they are a lot more critical. They are a lot more I trust their reviews a lot more, and I think that I do hold bloggers higher than bloggers when I look at reviews. Um, I like to write a little review for most of the books, for all of the book. No, whenever I read a book, I always write a review of it on Goodreads, because I think that written reviews are very important. So yeah, that's just me. Oh, this is good. From 28 Bookmarks. I think it's important for BookTube to realize what critical review is. Critical doesn't necessarily imply literary theory. Good God, guys, I'm not suggesting that you go anywhere near literary theory, because that shit's crazy. God, I studied that in university, and it's like, no, no, I don't want to do a fucking Marxist reading of Little Women. Uh, um, but yeah, like, being critical it's literally as simple as saying, I didn't like this novel. Here are the reasons why I didn't like this novel. But here are some reasons that I did like this novel. Like, I put up a review of Martin Chuzzlewit last night. Like, I really loved the first half of Martin Chuzzlewit, but I really criticized the second half of it, because I felt that the second half of the novel, well, it felt like it was stitched on from another novel. I think Dickens kind of messed up there. And it's important to be critical of your favorite authors as well. Don't ever, 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 like, overlook and like something that authors have written or what they said just because they're your favorite author, because that's really, really problematic, and you shouldn't do it at all. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. What else is going on in the Twitters? I'm kind of off screen there. Saz, guys, Saz. The Q&A should, okay, this is going on for way longer than I thought. The Q&A will start at past, and then you can ask me anything. You can ask me my fucking favorite brand of hair dye, even though I don't use hair dye. It's all natural, guys. I'm so weird. From it's Alice22. It'd be so interesting to know who your favorite critical booktubers are. Ron! Hey, hey, hey. Ronlit is my bae. Is my bae. We're gonna get married, and she's gonna read, from Jane Austen, and I'm gonna burn the place down, and it'll be glorious. I'm gonna burn the place down, like in Jane Eyre. Oh, is that a spoiler? I redact that last statement, because if you haven't read Jane Eyre, I'm so sorry. Ron, from running it. Jason, I can see you right there, from the Heavy Blanks. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic person to have in the community. He is brilliant. Like, he's really into CanLit, Canadian literature, and what his reviews are just so, like, his videos are so important, and they're just so brilliant. So many superlatives that I can enter here for Jason. Just so brilliant. Conrad, over at the channel Just a Dust. I can never say his name right. Just a Dust Jacket. He's not a very big booktuber. I think he only has like about 1,000 subscribers, but he is genuinely my favorite booktuber. He is like, I'd love to like meet him personally. He is everything I look up to in like reviews and reading. Like, he is a voracious reader. He made a video once in which he actually said how many books he's read, and I think it was like over 3,000 books over his lifetime. So like, he knows shit, guys. He knows shit. And he's fantastic at reading diversely. He's like read all of Toni Morrison. I think recently he mentioned that he's read all of Cormac McCarthy as well, which anyone who can read all of Cormac McCarthy is, deserves a medal, because I can't force myself through fucking No Country for Old Men, guys. I'm so sorry. He's brilliant. He's fantastic. His accent, I want his accent. I want to bathe in his accent. It's beautiful. It's just, oh, so good. And who else? Who else do I love? Well, I love a lot of people, including myself, because that's important. Grace Eckmeyer hasn't made book videos in a long while, a couple of months, but her reviews are so fantastic. She has a really great video review on Fathers and Sons by Ivan Turgenev, which I need to read that novel, because I watched that video and I'm like, I need this. I need to read this. She reads a lot of Slavic literature. She reads a lot of like Eastern Europe, in case you didn't know. Very diverse reader. And just a lovely, lovely woman. I love her. And yeah, I'll put out a tweet later containing all those people, and then you can watch them and bask in their glory, guys. So yeah. Oh my god, my notifications has gone into the 20 plus. Okay, let's actually go over here. Okay, from who's this? Heather Eskert. Oh, you're the one that was on Twitter, weren't you? I don't think you should expect critical reviews from anyone on BookTube. While I only enjoy critical reviews, most of BookTube seems to be teenagers who exclusively read YA in their bedroom and love every book. YouTube is an open forum, so you can't expect more. I suppose. I mean, that's a very cynical view on the world, but I do love me some cynicism. Diogenes is my bae. But yeah, I suppose you're right. But as I said earlier on, people who actually want their reviews to be taken seriously and academically need to review critically. If you're not reviewing for like those reasons, then you don't have to read critically. You don't. Like, no one's expecting someone to do a critical analysis of what's a bad YA book? I can't think. I know nothing about YA. What's a shit book, Barry? What's a shit book? Anne and the French Kiss. No one expects you to do a critical reading of Anne and the French Kiss, because that would be fucking hell. Oh god. Okay, let me kind of sort through these questions. Cause I can. I'm such a weirdo. Why am I? 220 viewers. It's remained constant overnight. That's good. Thank God none of you are storming off in huffs. But yeah. Okay, let's check the Twitter. Ha. I'm sorry. I feel so rude when I'm trying to read the tweets and I'm just like silent. Oh. Oh God, these tweets are never ending. Genuinely never ending. Oh, okay. Let me go to the top because that's probably easier. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, from Jordan Knowles. Do you think you could give a book 5 stars that contained problematic elements, racism, sexism, etc.? Why don't... Well, like, I gave 5 stars to Gravity's Rainbow, and this book is literally about a guy who has sex, like, with lots of people, and every time he has sex with a person, a bomb drops on the exact site. That's literally the plot. That can be seen as a bit objectifying. Moby Dick, although I don't know, lots of people. Well, Moby Dick is kind of about racism, isn't it? The whiteness, the great white whale. I was about to call Queequeg Quasimodo there for a second. Nope. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, questions. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay, okay. I think this discussion is kind of wrapping up, really. Um, oh, okay. This is. I'm going to just do a couple of interesting points here. Can we just talk about booktubers that don't even or barely do reviews at all? Just don't give them the light of day, guys. I don't know. Like what is a booktuber? Oh God, we're going to like into Descartes shit now, guys. What is a booktuber? I review, therefore I am. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. I think BookTube is definitely going the way of like the beauty scene was a lovely place until money started happening, and now beauty gurus are basically these corporate entities that are just disgusting and everything I hate on YouTube. And that's definitely happening on BookTube because booktubers are getting paid a lot of fucking money to review books, guys. And I mean in the thousands. Um, and there are some booktubers, I've heard stories, guys. I've heard stories. I'm not repeating any of the stories because that's naughty. But Jesus Christ, guys. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. I'm just making weird noises now. Eh. Oh, stop doing things like that, Barry. It's so weird. Um. Oh, here we go. This is from Shabalaba Ding Dong because casual name. Not expecting critical reviews is like not expecting people to think. Reading and consumption in general should be taken seriously. I actually agree wholeheartedly with you on the worthless bit. They add nothing to the discussion. Um, Great to have an ally. If I actually started a hashtag campaign, hashtag be critical. You can have discussions and stuff under that hashtag. That's basically my campaign for getting more critical reviews on BookTube and for people to start reading more critically because I think it's important. I do think it's important. Hashtag be critical. I'm still kind of. I was going through these and I was like, why are they talking about diversity? And then I remembered, like, obviously that's what we were just discussing earlier. Okay, any of these about. Okay, here we go. My problem with larger booktubers is that they are booksellers and are not making that clear. When you hold up an advanced reader copy in a book hall without reviewing it, it makes the publisher money. That's beautiful. That they're booksellers. Ugh, you guys, you're after my own heart. Seriously, you can have it. I don't need a heart. I don't have one anyway. Um, but yeah, they are definitely booksellers. Like the bigger booktubers are paid. They like I don't know how, like I don't watch them. I don't watch I The majority of the booktubers I watch usually have around 5,000 subscribers or less because I think that they're better. But the big booktubers, they are paid from publishing companies, they are paid by authors, they make sponsored videos. These things happen, guys. They get paid a lot of money to sell you this shit. And I don't think they mention that fact enough because they I think they legally have to, don't they? Rincey Reads made a fabulous video on like actually having if you're selling a book, you kind of have to mention that fact. If you're not subscribed to Rincey, subscribe to Rincey. She's fucking amazing. Um, okay. Okay, these are all just kind of about diversity, aren't they? This is a nice comment. You would probably be a really harsh professional critic, Barry. You don't temper your reviews with things that the author could improve upon, but they would probably be hella fun to read just for your scathing words. Thanks. I take pride in my cynicism. I take pride in my very critical standpoint on books. Like I have no problem giving a book 1 star at all. No problem. So, do you hear that, Jeffrey Eugenides? Do you hear that? You better be scared. I'm reading. Where is it? Where the fuck are you gone? I'm going reading this next month, guys. This is Middlesex. This is the last Jeffrey Eugenides novel that I have to read. And if it's shit, I'm going to burn the place down. Burn it down! Oh, God. There we go. The Virgin Suicides. No. Middlesex, even worse. Oh, here. Oh, Sarah Churchill. Hello. Okay. Sarah is a fantastic booktuber. I met her at Summer in the City. Is one of the nicest people ever. I agree. I feel an immense responsibility to be honest in reviews because people spend their money based on them. It's my job to give opinions, have good and bad points so that the viewers have enough info to decide for themselves if they want to read it. Oh, Sarah, I applaud you so much. You are just one of the best people out there. I honestly think that. Yes. Like, if you, there's such a moral problem with booktubers who deceive their viewers. Like, if you receive a book from an author, never, ever say that that is going to be a good review. Like, you need to take the author out of the equation, unless you're Kathleen Hale, because she's gonna track you down and she's gonna kill you. But yeah, like if you receive a book from a publishing company, like just because you get this book for free does not mean that you actually have to be like, you know, positive in your review. I don't receive books for review. I take a moral standpoint against it. I just don't want to. I don't want that pressure. I don't want to like receive books that I personally haven't picked out myself because these are the books that I like, and you know, I don't want to be like a guinea pig for Penguin because that's what I kind of view people are. I feel like people who get sent books for review, they are kind of like guinea pigs, like testing the waters in many ways. I mean, like not all reviewers are like that, of course, but yeah. Thank you for saying that, Sarah, because it's important. Because you are also quite a large presence on BookTube as well, and it's important that there's actually people out there who kind of agree with me, who are not just basically saying that I am literally Hitler, which is what a lot of people are saying, and I think they need to calm the fuck down. Also, okay, quickly, we've gone over time anyway, but like, it's really, really oppressive, and it's really, really disturbing that the booktube community labels people who have differing opinions. If someone has differing opinions within the booktube community, they like to label that as drama, and that is like not. It's not drama. That is wrong. It is just morally unjust. Booktube seems to have this mob mentality, especially between the larger booktubers. If someone says something that's in any way subversive or in any way is critical of booktube or has a differing opinion, there's fucking shit. Just it's a backlash, and it should never happen. People should be allowed to have opinions. People should be allowed have people should be allowed to say whatever they want. Like if you don't like someone gave me, if you don't like Ariel Bassett, right? You are allowed to go onto your Twitter and say, I don't like Ariel Bassett. I don't think she can review books properly. Don't take that personally. You're just an example, Ariel. But you're allowed to say that. That's your opinion, and you're allowed to have that opinion. And never, ever let anyone say that you're not allowed to have your opinion. Because if they do, then that is oppression, and it's wrong. And it happens all the time within BookTube, and it's disgusting, and it needs to stop. Drama is disgusting. It's no. That was my soapbox moment. It makes me sick. It genuinely makes me sick. So yeah. Okay. I think I've kind of stressed my point of critical reviews. So yeah. Okay, let me just check here. Okay, I think I'm going to kind of okay, there's a really interesting discussion going on in my apps right now, and I'm just trying to like okay, I'm going to I think we talked about that conversation enough now. And I think it's Q&A time. I think it's Q&A time. Is it Q&A time? I think it's Q&A time. Instead of like attacking my notifications right now, you can use the hashtag just use the hashtag BazPierce. Plain and simple, on Twitter. You can ask me questions here in the Q&A box. You can ask me questions on my Tumblr inbox as well. But I will monitor the hashtag BazPierce. Ask me anything, guys. Ask me fucking anything. So yeah. There's a question here that I'm going to answer straight away. What do you have against YA? What do I have against YA? It's not for me. I think that YA is... I think I don't know. I personally find YA irritable. I find it oversimplified. I find that they don't actually like themes are never really fully discussed. I find that it has an oversaturation of whiteness in the characters. I think that like especially I think where is it? Where the fuck is it? Is it no? It's down near my pile. I think The Fault in Our Stars is a disgusting book. It like people are like, oh no, it's fine, you know. I like had cancer in my life and I love The Fault in Our Stars, but yeah, but I really don't like how John Green wrote about cancer. I think I thought it was verged on offensive. And yeah, I do think that John Green kind of trivializes mental illness a lot, and it's really not good. I really don't like it. Like Looking for Alaska is a whole hot mess of just wrongness. But yeah, okie doke. Okay, hashtag BazPierce. Let's go into this, guys. Whoa, let me get rid of that. Let me just plop. Okay. Okay. Hashtag BazPierce from 28 bookmarks. Are you going to film a book on haul? I think it would be interesting to see the books you want to get rid of. Okay, guys. All right, that's my bedroom door. See that pile there? See that? See, that goes all the ways down there, right? See it? See all that? They're the books I'm getting rid of. I'm going to give them to my local charity shop because I ran out of space for my bookshelf and like I've either read all these or I'm just never going to get around to them. So I'm getting rid of them. Books including Twilight and New Moon and all of John Green's books are in there. Yeah, I'm getting rid of books that I like. I'm getting rid of books that I didn't really enjoy either. So I'm getting rid of like, even though I liked it, I'm getting rid of the Reluctant Fundamentalist by Mohsin Hamid because, you know, I liked it, but you know, I think it was just kind of taking up space on my bookshelf. Okay. More questions. More questions. Oh God, that's a lot. From at Ali Petit. Which author or character from a book would you like to have a drink with? Who would I like to have a drink with? Oh, actually, because it would be absolutely ridiculous, and we'd end up in the middle of fucking nowhere. Jack Kerouac. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? You'd die. You'd literally die. God, that would be ridiculous. Jack Kerouac was. I don't really like the way how some people idolize Jack Kerouac and his writings. Right, moral standpoint, guys. Moral standpoint. Oh shit. Go back. From Heather again as a Heath-esque. Heather, hi. Suggestions on how to enter the booktube community. I've been watching for a while but want to be more engaged. So you want to start a booktube channel. First of all, fantastic. You are welcome in this community. Obviously, like, camera quality doesn't count. Lots of the booktubers that I watch, and some of the best booktubers, literally film on their phones. So you don't need any of that fancy equipment or anything like that, because that's just a ridiculous. If someone tells you you need to be broadcasting 1080p, then sling shit at them, because they're stupid poos and they are wrong. You don't even need editing software. You don't need any of that stuff. You just, like, talk about the books that you enjoy. Like, if you like a good one to start with would be like a good video to start with would be you talking about your favorite books, because if your books, like, if they're your favorite books, then you obviously have things to say about them. Where's a book that I really like? I don't know. It's very rare for me to find a book that I like. Where's my favorite book? Here we go. My favorite book. Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut. Like, if I were starting off on BookTube, I'd be like, this is my favorite book of all time. I really like the characters. I really like how it's written. I really like the structure of the novel. And you talk about stuff like that. And you could show like maybe 4 or 5 of your favorite novels. And I love videos like that. I love it when people talk about their favorite books, because you always see the passion within the people, and it's really interesting. So yeah, let me just put Vonnegut back over there. Also, even though I personally don't like, I personally don't do them, tags can be good as well, but not like the Taylor Swift book tag. I swear to motherfuck, that tag gave me a hernia. Let's see. Okay, here's a question that I get all the time, and from LEP, hi my dear, at Blonde Book Girl. I know you hate talking about how fast you read, but in all seriousness, you learn to speed read and it's great. How and where? Okay, so I'm a speed reader, in case you didn't know, which basically means that I read at a rate of about 90 to 100 pages every 30 minutes, which is fantastic because then I can read more books. But people are like, how could you do such a thing? That's impossible. It's not impossible, obviously. Let me move you a bit closer. What is like the problem with? I'm guessing this is how a lot of you read, because it's how I read, and it's quite common. When you read a page, you vocalize like what is on the page in your head. So you read it out loud, but not like physically, but mentally you're reading along. You need to kill that voice. That voice needs to stop, and that's really how you start. That's really how you start speed reading, because that sub-vocalization is kind of detrimental to reading. Also, you also need to know that you don't need to read every single word on the page to know what's going on. How I read, you get a paragraph and you scan the paragraph. Right, you pick out, your brain automatically just picks out a couple of these words, and then your brain puts it together like a jigsaw, and you know what's going on. That's how I read. People, like, I've had people like watch me reading, and they're like, "The fuck is happening here?" Because when I'm reading, I'm just like, ah, my eyes move very fast, and the next page, ah, obviously without the sound effects, because that would be fucking annoying. But yeah, speed reading is something that I learned. I learned it very recently. I learned it before I started going to college, well, you know, it's the same word. Because I knew that I'd have less time to read in university, so I taught myself to speed read. So when I actually do have free time, I can read like a couple of books instead of just a couple of pages in my spare time. So yeah, I hope that answers it. From at a history lover, Esmeralda Del Rio. What are your future reading goals for 2015? Any author you want to read all her work? I announced this on Twitter. I don't know if many people have seen this, but I'll make a video about it later. But 2014 was the year of Dickens. I tried to read, and I'm still trying to read. My fucking hair, I swear to motherfuck. I'm still trying to read all of Dickens' work. But 2015, the author I will be reading is Margaret Atwood. This is her first novel. This is The Edible Woman. I will be working my way through Margaret Atwood's bibliography. So yeah, look forward to reviews of Margaret Atwood. Also, another challenge I've set myself is to try and read all of Émile Zola's the Rougon-Macquart series. You know, that like 20 novel series? You know that one by Émile Zola? I want to read that, the whole thing throughout the year, because I'm fucking mental. Clearly, but I do think it'd be really interesting because I really like Émile Zola. Like, I haven't read any of his work, but I like his life, so I'm imagining he'll be interesting. And my summer, for the summer in which I'm off, because I'm in university now and our summer holidays are fucking ridiculous, I'm going to be reading the In Search of Lost Time, Remembrance of Things Past series by Marcel Proust. I'm fucking mental, guys. I'm fucking mental. And I just saw this question and I'm skitting. I'm skitting. What type of hair dye do you use? Auburn. Auburn number 17. Yeah. That's what I use. That's what I use. Okay. From Atomic Laura, favorite book to movie adaptation. I really like the adaptation of Single Man. I really like the adaptation of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I really like the adaptation of the 2006 miniseries version of Jane Eyre. I can't think of anything else because I'm terrible. Anything. No. See, I usually don't like. I don't like read the book and then watch the film immediately. That's not a thing that I really do. I don't really know. Shit. Oh, I like the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlocks, which are adapted from the Arthur Conan Doyle's. They're good. Oh, here's a nice, light, airy question from Jacob Chips 1. Are you scared of the Ebola crisis? Casual question thrown in there. The coverage of Ebola in Ireland hasn't been as, you know, absolutely fucking terrifying as it has been in, like, America. Because we're like an island nation, if Ebola comes to us, we're really fucked. And that's kind of terrifying. But what, like yesterday or the day before, wasn't like that nurse who had Ebola, wasn't she like cured of it? Doesn't she like not have Ebola anymore? She was like hugging Obama. So it is curable, I think. I'm not sure. I really like current events, guys. I'm not really up to it. Oh, here's one. This is going to get me. At it's Alice22. Views on popular booktubers publishing their own books. For example, Pointless Blog, Zoella and Carrie Fletcher. Have you seen the Pointless book? Have you seen the Pointless book? It is fuck, guys. Fuck. It's terrible. It's literally Reckless Journal for idiots. No, I'm not allowed to use that word anymore. I hate myself. It's Reckless Journal for people who watch Alfie. So yeah, also, I have a very funny story. I was complaining on Tumblr, because that's what I do. I was complaining about YouTubers writing books, and I was like, yeah, it's a bit stupid, isn't it? I hate it. And then I was like, oh yeah, like fucking Zoella and Grace Helbig and Hannah Hart, they're all writing these books and it's so stupid. And then Hannah Hart replied, and she was like, hey, excuse me, shut your mouth. And it was really like, but then she was like, well, if you're so amazing, like I can send you my book and then I can show you that it's brilliant. And I was like, I could exploit this and I could get a free book. So, one sec, where is it? Right, this happened. Hannah Hart personally sent me a copy of her own book because I'm an awful person. And she wrote a dedication in it. She said, Dear Barry, I'm not making this shit up. I hope you enjoy. Whatever that means. Oh no, wait. Eat well, drink often, and be merry. I hope you enjoy. There are people who work hard on their projects. Wishing you success on yours. Best, Hannah Hart. The shade of it all. The shade of it all. So yeah, that happened. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I still can't believe that actually happened. My fucking this hashtag is blowing up, guys. It's blowing up. Okay. Oh, okay. From Jasmine underscore Clara again. Hi, how are you? Do you speak any other languages? Great way to properly get into diversity is to translate anglicized literature. I speak English. Hi. I speak very passable conversational German. Hello. Wie geht's? Oh, yeah. I'm terrible when it comes to languages. I'm terrible at Irish. I also wish that language would die. Oh, it's just a torture. I don't speak any French. I tried to learn French on like Duolingo, failed miserably. All I remember is like, je mange une orange. That's probably wrong, isn't it? I'm so wrong about everything. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Ah. Oh, from at I can't say your name. Andrea Ramos is your normal name. Have you read any Nabokov? Did you like it? Where are you, my dear? Best book I read last year was Lolita. Oh my good god, this is one of my favorite novels ever written. It's beautiful, it's fantastic, it's oh my god, so good, so good, so good. If you haven't read Lolita, read Lolita. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. I also have Pale Fire in my TBR shelf, which I need to read soon. So yeah. What else? What else? What else? Lots of people saying that Zola is really good. That's good. My back. This chair is really killing my back. There's no lumbar support, you see. No. Oh, actually, let me go over here. From Marion GND or Gund. I don't know. Since talking about French authors, Zola, have you read any Victor Hugo? And if so, what did you think of it? And if not so, do you plan to? I really want to read Victor Hugo, and I really want to read Alexandre Dumas. I just want to read all the French guys. I want to read more Flaubert. I read Flaubert. I read Madame Bovary. That was amazing. He wrote. Is it A Sentimental Journey? Is his other one? Is it? I think. I really want to read more Flaubert, Zola, Hugo. Who else do I read? Camus. I need to read more Camus. Well, read Camus. Because I had a lecturer the other day, and she was like, "Guys, Camus, she's fucking amazing," and she's a French lecturer, and her name is Etienne. The world is out to get me, guys. But she was brilliant. I really want to read also Sartre. Sartre, I can't say it. Jean-Paul Sartre. Like, I've heard people say Sartre, and that just doesn't sound right. I'm terrible with French. So yeah. What else? Who else do I want to read? What other French people do I want to read? I don't know. Other people. Yeah. Okay, Vance Pierce. From Jordan Knowles, what is your favorite extract from Joyce's love letters? I read those about 5-6 years ago. That image of just so much farting. I can't deal with you, Joyce. I can't deal with you. Okay, I'm probably skipping loads of questions. I'm so bad. Oh my fucking god, what? Okay, guys, meltdown. Margaret Atwood just followed me on Twitter. What? Whoa, whoa. Oh, good fuck God, guys. What in the name of baby Jesus? Guys. Meltdown. Margaret Atwood follows me on Twitter. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Jealous bitches everywhere now. You know, Barack Obama follows me on Twitter, actually. I'm actually his economic policyist. That's not a word. I'm like Milton Friedman, but with better hair. None of you will get that reference. I'm so sorry. Jason, my love. In my view, how you read a text is how you read the world. What is the benefit of being a passive reader? You can read for pleasure, certainly, but I don't think it is unreasonable to expect critical reviews. A book doesn't exist to be accepted. Engage. That I thought that would, yes, we were talking about that earlier. I thought that was a different question, but yes, you're right. I love you, Jason. Be mine. Oh, this is an interesting one. Do you think Shakespeare actually wrote his works? Yes. Like, if people like, it's a really famous conspiracy theory, but I think it's a load of crap. Although Shakespeare's works have been changed over the years, famously in Macbeth, there's a scene that has like Hecate, and she's like doing a song or something like that. I can't remember, but that was actually put in at a later date. So that part actually isn't written by Shakespeare. A lot of his plays have works that were actually scenes that were put in later years by other poets. So that's interesting. Also, Margaret fucking Atwood. Guys. That's made me happy now. Okay, is there anything else here? Okay, here's one. Can you read that? I'm not going to read Zoella's debut novel because it's probably going to be just so many levels of ugh. Can't even deal with that shit, guys. Oh no, should I read that? Do you guys want me to trash Zoella's novel? I don't know, I would feel a bit mean. Any more questions? Oh, actually, do you know what I never actually checked? What I never actually checked was my Tumblr inbox. This place is probably just jam-packed now. Fuck. Oh wait, it's not that full. It's not that full, guys. Oh no, wait, is it? Is it? Oh Jesus, it is. Oh good God. It's Matt. Oh, How many messages do I have in here? 37. Uh, okay. 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 Okay, this is all about like, oh, here we go. This is a question. You've mentioned in some or your you've mentioned in some of your previous videos that the perfect length of a book is 190 pages. Can you elaborate? I personally think that if they cannot like have a setting, a cast of characters, and a good plot in 190 pages, then something's gone wrong. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, I don't only read books that are 190 pages because they rarely exist that short. I mean, I read fucking Dickens, guys. I mean, his books are like 900 pages each. But if I just, it's a way, like, if I were ever to write a novel, I'd follow that rule as well. If you cannot have a basic story, basic characters, basic plot, and for it actually be enjoyable in 190 pages, you need to have a bit of a discussion with yourself. Are you liberal or conservative? Like, no, shut your mouth. Um, oh God. If you were a girl, what would your name be? I have an interesting story here. I was meant to be a girl. Everyone has a story like that. Before I was born, they're like, "Oh yes, it'll be a girl. It has to be a girl. It has to be." Nope. But anyway, my brother, because he grew up in the 90s, was obsessed. He was obsessed with the X-Files. He used to watch it and used to collect all the memorabilia and all that shit. He was obsessed with the X-Files. He loved it so much that if I was born a girl, my name would be Dana, after Dana Scully in the X-Files. I shit you not. That is an actual real story. I could be called Dana Pierce. And I'd be like, "Oh, where'd you get your name from?" Gillian Anderson, bitch. Oh God. Do Okay, these are all interesting. I should have probably checked these ages ago. Talk more about John Green on your live show. You get so sassy, it's fab. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not a sassy person. Oh, this is good. This person just said, team, not always agreeing with Barry, but respecting his opinions. That's all I want from you guys. That's all I want. You are the Katie Heron of BookTube. You're a bitch. You're a mean girl. I tweeted earlier that I was the Leon Trotsky of BookTube. Which, well, hopefully I won't get an ice pick in my head. Oh, what let me do? You should read Vampire Academy. No, I should not. No, I should not. Oh, from reading Bukowski, my love, Claire, was Marx right? I literally just finished, well, on Thursday or Wednesday, I finished an assignment about Marx and social divides, and I was like, "Oh, this is easy. This is fine. You know, a bit of proletariat, bit of bourgeoisie, can't go wrong." That's for sociology. I think that Marx was right, personally. Everyone's tweeting like Margaret Atwood, saying how such great taste she has by following me. Oh, guys, I love you. I love you. Um, um, read Zoella's novel. I think I'll pass. Oh, can you read and review Mindy Kaling's book? I really need to read more comedians' books. I really need to read Lena Dunham's new book. I really need to read Tina Fey's Bossy Pants. Really want to read Mindy Kaling's one, and Amy Poehler has one coming out as well. I don't know if you've read Sarah Silverman's one, The Bedwetter. It's really good. It's really funny. If you have been interested in Saturday Night Live, there's a lot of really good stories from Saturday Night Live in Sarah Silverman's autobiography, and I highly suggest it. I love Sarah Silverman. I think she's a genius. Still count. Margaret Atwood. Look at me. I'm like elite, guys. I'm fucking elite. Oh, from Emmanuel. Okay, I'm so sorry. I can't say your name, but you're a great Irish booktuber, and if you want another Irish booktuber, Emmanuel. Okay, okay. I'm saying your name wrong, and I feel so disrespectful. At the Aman 97. Favorite Irish authors. Oh well, where are you? Where are you? James Joyce, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Colm Tóibín, who wrote The Testament of Mary, is fabulous. I really need to read more Tóibín. Who else do I really like? Oh, actually, I have it here. Even though I haven't read it, I've read his plays. Oscar Wilde. I haven't read Dorian Gray. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. But I've read all his plays, and his plays are fabulous, darling. Fabulous. I really want to read John Banville. He wrote The Sea, if you didn't know. Who else do I like? Irish authors. Oh, fucking hell, how could I forget? Where's my bay? W.B. Yeats, guys. The greatest poet of all time, in my humble opinion. This is, if you can get this collection of his collected poems, get it. Because it's fucking amazing. It's really great. Yeats. 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 Who else do I like? Irish people. I like C.S. Lewis. Not many people knew that he's an Irish author, but C.S. Lewis is an Irish author. He was born in Northern Ireland, and always actually whenever he wrote down things, he always said that he was an Irish author. So that's interesting. Although his novels are so allegorical, they try to kill me. I really liked. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about Emer McBride. Her novel "A Girl Is a Half-Formed Thing." Good plot, but reading it is a bit tedious. But yeah, I really hope she brings out more stuff because she seems really interesting. Any other Irish authors that I do enjoy? I don't see any. I'm terrible. But yeah, Irish authors, guys, you should read them because we write about depressing shit, guys. All Irish. We're like the Russia of the West of Europe. Like you have Russia and you have Ireland, and we both write about the most depressing things ever, and it's beautiful. So yeah. Oh, from Angela at oh, okay, Angela. I'm gonna attempt to say your name now. Please don't hurt me. Sosida. I'm sorry. The lovely woman at YouTube Nation who's so lovely. Thoughts on audiobooks? Audiobooks are fucking amazing. People who say that audiobooks don't count as reading are wrong, and they should be burnt at the stake. Audiobooks are fabulous. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know about LibriVox. LibriVox is a website. Like basically, give me a book, give me a fucking classic. Where Angels Fear to Tread by Ian Forster. I can go onto LibriVox, right? Because it's a Penguin classic, so it's out of copyright. The text is out of copyright. Go onto LibriVox, type it in, and you get a person, like an actual person, reading the audiobook for free. Any work of the 19th century, you can get an audiobook of it with an actual person reading it for free. And it is a fabulous, fabulous thing to have. LibriVox is brilliant, and audiobooks are brilliant. People who look down on audiobooks, like, no, thank you. What else? Why have you not read Dorian Gray? Why am I following you? Just why? Thanks, Anna, the bibliophile, so kind. Oh yes, Alice, of course. Beckett, Irish authors that I love. Jesus Christ, how could I forget? Oh. Waiting for Godot and the complete dramatic works, guys. I've read this so much that the pages are falling out. Like I've lost the dramatis persona of Waiting for Godot. Samuel Beckett, is the greatest playwright who's ever lived. My personal opinion, of course. But, oh, Bay! Bay! This is the weirdest live show ever. Samuel Beckett, read Endgame. It's amazing. Amazing. Have you read The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls? It's terrifying and good, and autobiography memoir, so good. And that's from Olivia V. Ray? I hope I got your name right. No, I haven't read that, but I've heard very good things. I've heard very good things. I feel like it's a type of book that Oprah would go on about a lot. She probably has, actually, now I think of it, knowing Oprah. Oh. Okay, I just got this question. From Heather, again, hi again. Thought on Alex Day's book. Alex Day can go fuck himself. I swear to, I can't, his book was cancelled by the publishers after the scandal, but now he's gone publishing it independently. What a fucking cunt. I can't believe he has the sheer audacity to even show his face in this fucking platform ever again. Get rid of Alex Day. He's literally a rapist. Literally a rapist, guys. I can't deal with this shit. I can't. And like, oh god, no. Just no. I can't. I can't believe Margaret Atwood is following me. Is she still following me? Oh my god. I hope it wasn't like an accidental follow, because if it was, I will jump off a building. So yeah. And Alice, no, you cannot claim Beckett as French. For fuck's sake. Okay, any more? Is there any questions? Oh, oopsies. Ooh, look at all those books. Oh, I want to show you that, actually. That just showed me. Oh, I'm not tall enough for that shit, guys. I'm really not that tall. Look what I got. I can't sit down. Van Gogh the Life, or Van Gogh, if you want to do the original pronunciation. Look at this beast of a book. Guys, do you know, like, people go like on piss-ups over Christmas. Do you know what I'm going to be doing over Christmas? I'm going to be reading a 1,000-page biography of Vincent van Gogh, and I'm going to love every fucking second of it. Oh, like, look at this. Look at this. And look at the end pages. I have no words. Van Gogh is one of my favorite artists. My favorite artist of all time, in case you ever want to buy me a present, is Vermeer. Vermeer is Vermeer, guys, Vermeer. Okay, I feel like I should be wrapping up this live show soon. Okay, let me check. Any more questions? Actually, no. Let me check my me Tumblr. Anything over here? Anything over here? Let's go to the very bottom. Oh god. Oh, actually, yes. Thoughts on Freak Show, as in American Horror Story Freak Show. I really like it. I've seen the first 2 episodes now. The newest episode I haven't seen yet. It's actually not showing over here yet. I don't think it started in the UK, but you know, I've just been watching it online because you can get it in like HD online for free. So bitches, yes. I'm really liking it. I'm liking it a lot better than Asylum. I don't know. I really like Coven. I really like Murder House. And I'm so far really liking a Freak Show, but I think Asylum just kind of was a bit. It was the sophomore dip, is like, you know, kind of what they call it. You know, the hard second album. Is it the second album? I don't know. I don't get musical things. Oh my god, this is okay. Yeah, okay, over here. Over here, guys. Okay, there's a lot of talk about the star rating system. Okay, okay, I'm going to answer. Okay, let's see. I'm going to answer 5 more questions and then going to stop because it's currently 10:10. And I need to finish. Like, oh god. Okay, right. My fucking. You've seen. I'm guessing the majority of you have seen my Friday Reads video. That fucking. When I made that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have Martin Chuzzlewit finished by then. I didn't. So I spent all of yesterday reading the remaining. I had about 540 pages left in Martin Chuzzlewit, so I read all those yesterday. It took me the whole day. So I only got to start on Cold Comfort Farm earlier on, but then I was halfway through, and then my Twitter exploded. And I swear to motherfuck. So I'm halfway through this, and before I go to sleep tonight, I hope I finish this and get about halfway through Casual Vacancy. So yeah. Ariel, shut your mouth. End this soon. It's been beautiful, but I want dinner. Ariel, like, no, no, no. Okay. Oh, any questions on here? Any questions? Any questions on here? Okay, I want to make these questions count because I'm going to put 5. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. You said you have about 120 unread books. Are you going on a book buying ban / limitation, or are you okay with it? I tweeted about this the other day. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I highly suggest you do because I'm hilarious. I'm just joking, but you can follow me on Twitter if you want to. I've put myself on a book buying ban, and I'm allowed to buy one book after I read 25 books first. That's like, let me scroll on over here, right? Okay, this is really dangerous. Okay, down, see that shelf? See all those, those 3 shelves? That's my TBR. There are over 120 books there. Let me slowly move over. Hey. So yeah, I'm gonna read 25 books and then I can buy one. And then I can read 25 books and buy one. That's how I'm combating it. I know it's cruel, but it just needs to happen because it's gotten to a point in which it is actually just ridiculous. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, these seem to just all be from earlier. I don't know. I think I've kind of some problems with the Q&A function. It seems a bit. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go into my Twitter because this seems just to be full of questions from earlier on. Oh, someone just Snapchatted me saying it's oh god, it's sunrise. Stop watching me, Nick K. Maria. Like, go to sleep. I'm really not that entertaining for you to like miss your entire night. I'm so sorry. Also, add me on Snapchat. My Snapchat username is Barry Pierce. Whenever I go out at night, I have a snap story that involves drunken escapades and just embarrassing myself. And yeah, honestly, you should have seen my snap story on my fucking prom night. Embarrassing, and like over 100 people saw each photo. I was mortified. Oh, this is a good one. From Elephant Boy 13. Any film recommendations from Alfred Hitchcock? Alfred Hitchcock is one of my favorite directors of all time. I feel like lots of people like have seen like Psycho, Rear Window, Vertigo, The Birds. The Birds is my personal favorite, even though I recognize that it's nowhere near his best. I have a thing about The Birds. It's really good. I highly suggest. Okay, recommendations. I'm going to go with some lesser known ones. Lifeboat is a fantastic Hitchcock film. The script was actually written by John Steinbeck. So yeah, it's about it's really interesting. It's about an American ship was it was hit by a German U-boat, so they're all like sinking, and they're all in this lifeboat, and then they see a guy floating, and they're like, oh, save this guy, he's obviously, drowning, and they save him, and he's one of the Germans from the U-boat. So it's kind of like, okay, we have this German in the lifeboat, but what do we do with him? Like, we can't. Do we kill him? Like, do we throw him over? Like, this is the enemy. It's really interesting, really psychological. It's really good. Strangers on a Train is fantastic. I love Strangers on a Train. It's some of Hitchcock's best cinematography is in Strangers on a Train, I think. What else? I've I have a soft spot for one of his worst films, which is The Trouble with Harry. It's a terrible film. It's a really bad film, but I have a kind of soft spot for it. Watch it, but like don't watch it because it's good. Watch it because it's like interesting, and it's Shirley MacLaine's first ever movie role, and it's sort of funny. It's really morbid, but it's funny. It's a good Hitchcock. And one more. Let's do one more Hitchcock recommendation. His first ever film, The Lodger, is a fantastic film. I watched it in the British Film Institute and the South Bank in London. It's really fantastic. It's in black and white. It's made in like the 20s, but it's a really fantastic one. It's kind of like a Jack the Ripper-esque story, and it's really fantastic. See, I need to talk about films more on my channel because I love film. This is fun. Okay. I'm just laughing at some of the things you guys are saying. Why are you all so funny? Stop being so funny of me. Funny of me? What? I'm sorry, I can't speak. Oh my god, I'm getting snaps now. Okay, one sec, let me check the snap. This is 215 people watching. You must be so entertained right now. Oh, good god. So, what is that? Oh god. Nicki Minaj. Oh, don't Snapchat me weird things like that. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I think that's really it for tonight. What time is it? It is 18 minutes past 10. I think that's a good time. It went over time by quite a lot, actually. Shit. I did go a lot, but I think what the discussions that we had tonight were very good. I think that we all had fun. Did you all have fun? You can tweet me at Barry Pierce. You can leave me messages in my Tumblr inbox. So yeah, that has been my October live show. I will see you all again at the last Saturday of November, because that's when I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the last Saturday of each month. So the last Saturday of November is when I'll see you all again. So yeah, the discussions were good. Tell me what you thought of the live show on my Twitter or however, and I'm going to go and try and finish Cold Comfort Farm now. So yeah, I'll see y'all, and I hope you have a great time wherever you are. So yeah, bye bye.